welcome to Charlie's Tutorials. This is a feature I'm going to be doing on my channel. No, I wouldn't say often, but it'll be a feature nonetheless. This is going to be basically for those of you that use Leadfoot Farm, but can be transferred onto any other Dropbox. Now, for those of you that are going to Leadfoot Farm, on Kevin's video, he mentions that we've moved farms and such like. I'll leave that for you to find in his video. The bit I'm covering on this is this patch here, Dropbox links for his mods. Some of you aren't going to be aware of how to do it. Some of you haven't done mods before, so I'm going to give you a step-by-step guide of how to do it. Now, first of all, you're going to need to download them. So if you click both the links, there's link 1 and link 2. They will come up on your top bar as FS15 Volks Part 1, Part 2. If you go into them and click download, it will download that page. If you go the same with P2, click download, it will download all of those. Now they will become in your downloads folder, and they'll appear a bit like that, Volks P1 and P2. And now before we go into that folder and drag and drop and do all that stuff, you're going to need to find your folder for your mods. Now, best way is go into your File Explorer, go into Documents, drop down into My Games, into Farming Simulator 15, and down into Mods. And as you can see, I've got mods already. Now, I don't want the chance of them clashing with other mods. Now, for those of you that have done up to that point already loads of times, you'll know where I'm going with this. But those of you that haven't, and you've had one set of mods and never had to take any out, but don't want to lose them, so you don't want to delete them, if you right click on your desktop, go to New, go to Folder, and put in something like Mods in Use. I have the FS15 mods folder in a copy there with all the different mods I use for all the different things I do. So on your desktop you've got that. Now if you click Singular and highlight the first box, press Shift, hold down Shift and click the furthest away one, it will copy all your mods in one go. So you then click and hold left button on your mouse, drag and drop into your folder, and then lovely, sorted. Now to get the mods from your downloads folder, if you go to downloads, don't left click, right click, drop down to open in new window, single left click, and you can see I've got quite a few. For you, if you've got like all these, you can see I've got quite a few Volks ups and downloads. So we find the one that was today. That we can, if I remember rightly, we can sort by date. No, we can't. Okay, so for me that way wouldn't work. So if that way doesn't work for you because you've got other things that are near enough the same named, if you come out of that and back into your internet bar, show in folder, and there we go, it's Volks Part 1, mine's zip one because I've had downloaded before. And then you go to open with, and whatever it is you use to undo zips, you will need something like WinZip or PZip. I suggest WinZip. Obviously different ones for different preferences. And then we go to Zip2, if we can find Zip2, which is that one there. Same again, right click, cross, and then to Archive Manager. Minimize the back screen because it will only get in your way. Now as you can see, there's quite a few mods there. There's 25 files in number 1, and there are 15 files in number 2. So go to your mods folder, same preference again, use again. So you single left click, say if we're going to go to folder 1, your 64, and then go down to Volks, hold not control, shift, click Vaults, and it'll highlight all the files. And then it's drag, drop, and it'll slowly but surely take them over. And while that one's doing that one, you go to the second folder, you single click, shift, scroll down, get to the last one, drag and drop, and it'll automatically put them into the files as you need them. And I will be back once we've loaded up the game. But do remember, before I do disappear for a couple of seconds to load up the game, that you will need to close this, and you can't run the game with and add the mods. You have to shut down the game to add the mods. Let's head into game, and I'll be back with you in a moment. Alright, here we are in game. Now, I am going to do this from this point onwards because, well, for some of you, won't know where to find it or what have you. If you go into multiplayer, join game, it will be under Continental Europe. Click yes, and there we are, Leadfoot Farm. Now, it is easier if you put in the game name at the top, LEA, because you will find it that way. Click once. Now, if this is not highlighted, then there's something missing. And just go through your list, and if any are flagged up in red, that means you haven't got it. If you haven't got it or it's not in there, stuff like Marshall packs and stuff, they're easy enough to find. You'll find that through the download link here. Stuff like this, if that's not there, because I've had problems in the past where it hasn't shown, if that's not there, you need to contact either me or Kev, because you can't just get that one. You can get it, but the one we've got in this game is slightly different to any of the others. But anyway, I digress. Go back, click, and then there won't be a password, I doubt. If there is, then I'm sure it'll be back on. It might get locked down for night time, but I'm not sure. And then you go on into the game, and then everything will run nice and smoothly. I hope that's helped you guys. I hope you tune in for more. Feel free to check out any of my videos or any of my feature channel videos. But until next time, ciao for now.